What's going on, traders? Welcome to At the Close. We're here looking at the SPY, wondering where we're going to close. We were just out there on the bottom near the open. We bounced back to the VWAP. We'll see what happens in this market. I got comments out there. Goldman saying oil going back to 130. We'll take a look at economic data that hit the tape. ISM manufacturing PMI. Did it come in better than expected? We'll take a look at that. Pelosi's visit to Taiwan later today. Everybody watching to see what happens in Alibaba. Baba's still falling down here. We'll see what happens there. But I did see some China stocks on up. We'll take a look at those. Boeing catching flight. We'll take a look at that. And what's going on in Celsius? Looks like someone put some energy drink in that one. Let's get it going. Welcome to At the Close.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's bring on Joel Elconin here. How we doing in this market? And yeah, I know that you were looking for the rally back up at the open. Looks like Dennis and I were wrong. What did you see in the market?
You know what? I really think I'll have to look at the hourly here. But I think when we started the show at 8 o'clock, we were coming towards this area, right? Actually, at the 8 o'clock hour, we were 41.28 and a quarter. We're 7-8 handles from there. The Bears, they came out off the open. They breached the pre-market low and said, you know what? We're going to put everyone in pain that bought early on Friday. But you know what? The Bulls came back in and they said, you know what? We're going to take out Friday's high. We're going to show you we can go to 4,200. Well, we got a couple points above that, and the Bears put their gloves on and they started jabbing again. So basically, chop and slop. We haven't given back Friday. That's a good thing. Nor could we set the tone for the week. Like Friday close on the high, monthly high, weekly high, 36-day high. We're going higher. So that's, you can't expect every day to have big moves in either direction. But this is a digestion mode, not an inside day because of the way they poked their head up there above the top. But I bet if you look, what I tried to stress today to you Bears, you and Dennis there was keep an eye on your high from Friday. Let's just go to Apple, for example. Then we'll do the other commodities. I said keep your eye on Friday's high. Friday's high, Apple, 163.63. Today's high, 63.59. Didn't get near the low, but that's kind, that comparison with the S&P. So down but not out.
Could you say that again?
Gold, Siri's talking to me. Gold up 630 at 1788.10. Silver, that's up 12 cents at 2032. Bitcoin down 970, 23,020. Ethereum futures, they're in the red too by $100 at 5.79%. It's 1628.50. Mitch, where do you want to go? You want to talk about some of the dogs on Friday that found a bone and rallied, or do you want to talk about some earning stocks?
Oh, there's plenty of dogs that found the rallying today. I think you can look around and try to find some of these stocks that bounce back big. Like, let's just bring up the earnings one, which was Roku, of course.
Yeah.
I don't even have to guess it. Joel was already heading there. We knew what it was. And this one making it back, and just to kind of point to a stock that made it all the way back last week, which was Walmart, right?
Yep.
And so just because you see these huge gap downs doesn't mean they can't fill. I mean, as negative as Walmart was, look at how it's been since that day, right? I mean, straight up, like barely even flipping to the downside there. So let's go back to Roku and see what we saw today in this stock. And I mean, once we're done with the Roku, I think we should take a little peek at ARK because it's on a vital moment, I think, in the daily.
Okay, good. Because Kathy gives you some good levels. did did she buy any Roku on Friday? I didn't. I don't check that.
I don't think
stuff.
she's added to Roku, but she's
No.
still in her position there.
Yeah, that was that
I
would
know
have been a
she's
day to add to it, huh?
yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah. But let's look at it. Let's see. They're like, well, let's buy. They're like, the market's way up here. The tech stocks ran. What can I buy that's near the low? And that happened to be Roku. No good number at that low at 64. If you were a closed trader and you could focus on 65.52, you had a good day. Uh, Working its way to fill the gap. I don't know if it's going to pull a Walmart and go all the way back up to 81.72, but definitely a constructive day. You shook all the sellers out on Friday. And good day. I can't give you a resistance level when I don't see one up till that 81.72 gap fill.
All right. Well, Roku did leave ARC today, and another stock that was leading ARC back. And this one's actually been holding the strength really well is Roblox. If you take a look at that one, it's been doing decently on the daily. Even when ARC does bad, Roblox hanging on here. Just broke through that 43. Doesn't look too bad now, honestly. I think it's starting to separate from the relationship that I used to look at, which was between Roblox, Snow, and Unity. Unity up today also, but it doesn't look like that Roblox chart.
No, it doesn't. It kind of broke out on Friday. Gave you a look at yesterday's low. Nothing's jumping out to me here, Mitch. I mean, I guess this high here at 45.93, you got the 45.83 today. You're 50, 60 cents away, but there's nothing. I say if I had to hang my hat on a level, I'd give it up to 48 here. Too high, same area.
Mm-hmm.
April 6th, April 7th, 48.02, 47.97. So can't really hang my hat there much on at 46, but good move. And you said you said
ARC is an important area to look at it now. It's been trying to cut through that 44 multiple times here, and just you can see it on those lows. Joel will probably point them out, but definitely.
Oh yeah, I love that. That is like this. I mean, if you're just getting started on technical analysis and you're looking at things, I mean, 43.94, 44.13, 44.02, 44.02. What that tells you is that there's a bigger fish than me and Mitch out there. There's a bigger fish than Dennis. There's a bigger fish than the Benzinga option players. That means that there's an institutional interest at 44 bucks. And then the institutions start doing, and then the algos start doing it too. So, boy, that's a hard bottom there. I would even, you do it if you want to try a swing trade, you're risking $1.50 there. But look how nice Kathy trades here.
Yeah.
Boy, look at this. Look at 4 lows. What more could you ask for? 4 lows of 44. And then look at your formation on the upside, Mitch. Look at that. Kathy gave you a triple top at 49. 402, a little bit higher, 49.02, 49 and a quarter, 49.34. So there, we will find out which way Kathy's going here soon. Can you bust above 40? And I even think it'd be one of those formations where even if you busted 44, I mean, you find it in another set of quad lows here at 42 and a quarter. So Institute, big boy stepping up here. We'll see if the move can hold.
Yeah, it's going to be a big week here, I think, for growth overall, right? Are we going to continue the growth trade on, or is growth going to take the pullback again? I think we'll keep on watch. Of course, ARC had started moving with a lot of the biotechs. Now I'll see if the techs can take lead, right? Shop is one of her positions that she's been adding to. So that's one of the ones that I'll be watching, Shop, to see if that one can come back. Let's see. It's holding the 35 here pretty well also. A couple of lows in the 34s.
Yeah. Yep. And just when I said it was this day, I said, I want to own this stock at any price. That's what I said. Woohoo! They turned around. They jammed it. Can we get back to 4? I mean, this is just they're looking for something to buy, and they don't want to buy your Amazon. That did make a new high in your Apple. They're just trying to pick up stuff that hasn't moved yet. But $40, path of least resistance here, filled the gap. We talked about that on Friday, but yeah, shop on the way back. Let's see that high, not from last week, but the prior week. Keep your eye 40.68. That's the big number on the upside. I think you got some room to there if you can catch a strong market.
All right. Well, consumer cyclical was the sector that led us up today. I was trying to find some bigger names on there. And it also seems to me like a lot of these short squeezes are in that sector. And so, I mean, just take a look at, like often, but when this is making that 13% day,
Which stock, Mitch? You cut out for a second.
Bed Bath and Beyond, Triple B.
Oh, yeah. I went
And
there.
so,
Yeah.
I mean, look at that rise, right? I mean, I don't think this is more catalyst based, but also stocks that have high short interest are starting to take part in the rally up.
Which is not always the greatest sign, but in Bed Bath and Beyond over the weekend, picking up a gift from my buddy's kid that got married. They're really cutting down on the inventory.
Yeah.
Really are. They are.
I think everywhere is cutting down on inventory.
Yeah. And also you kind of go, do you ever get those feelings like when you go into some of those stores, you're like, they're closing this puppy up soon.
Yeah, that's how I feel about some of the dollar stores that I see out there right now. They're struggling in certain areas, but
yeah, big move here for Triple BY. First day of a big green candle, so I wouldn't want to step in. I wouldn't want to step in front of this one. Maybe Reddit has a little fun with it.
I mean, let's just be honest. There's Reddit things going on, Joel. Just did you see Revlon today? I mean, not a stock that we're going to cover too much, but just to show us that these are short squeezes all around. Looks like Wall Street Bets is right back at it, or maybe at least someone that's looking at Wall Street Bet style trades, right? High short interest with the outlook that these could rip. I mean, look at that type of move. This short squeeze all over it, or different types of trades. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So it just comes to show us that we got to be careful out there, especially in this
sell them on the
environment.
way up, baby. And
Yeah.
that's easier thing to say, like when it turns. But going back to Procter and Gamble, that falls into the consumer cyclical, huh? Now there, double bottom, right? They really tagged that thing on Friday because of earnings. They got everyone out of the pool. And what did you do? You tested this one, gave you a look at Friday's low. Friday's low, I believe, was 38 and a quarter. Nope, 38.23. You went to 38.27. Nice day for PG, trying to fill the gap. So they hit a penny miss on Friday, and then the CEO made a comment, and the algos went to town on it about the guidance cut. Stock had a lot of updates going into the report. Wow, it did. How many updates? It had one, two, three, four, five updates in a row. Took a little haircut, found great support there. I don't know if I want to lean on it now because it's $4 away from there, but see if it could pull a Walmart. And to do that, it would have to fill the gap at 145.08. Not as confident on that, but good market, you sure could see it up there. Spoos, they're just like 41.20 magnet, like above 41.20. Pull it back to 41.
Pretty chart
Below,
in that
down.
area is in household personal products. Colgate. Look at CL. I like that daily chart.
You do like these kind of charts. You know why I like them? I like to short them. Now, you got a good feel for those kind of charts. What's jumping out to you, Mitch?
Well,
what's jumping out to you right here?
Well, at first, it looked like it was trying to cut through the lows, right? The 75s. You can see on the left, you can see there from May, it was trying to cut 75, 75, 75. A lot of times I look for stocks to try to go through that level 3 or 4 times. 3 times is decent. The 4th try, if it fails, I look for reversal action from that. And so there you're seeing 3 tries, right? It comes back up towards the 82, then comes ripping right back down. It looks like it's going to just destroy that 75 this time. And it doesn't even come close. It goes to 2 lows right next to each other, 75.19, 75.28. And then you get that quick reversal style candles where you see that kind of V shape. That's what I look for a lot of the times to show me that it wants to come back to what? To the resistance. Now that we're pushing towards that 82, I can look for some pullbacks to try to join the party. And so I'll see what happens here, but it's an interesting play now for me.
Yeah, and that 82 just jumps out to me, right?
Right off the top.
You identify, you were looking at the I'm just looking at 3 tops right there. Boom. 81, right? They're all hugging 82, right? Now today, just because of the velocity where you've come up, you were at 77.29 low on front. Wow, they really bought this off the Procter and Gamble. Just to get a little, average daily range, pretty big range expansion there. What you Colgate Palmolive traders want to see is, wherever we close today, form a bid in here. Show, because it's a big move, show people are willing to buy this at 80 and a quarter, 88, 80 and a half. And then set your base. Yep. And then set your base so you don't have as far as to take out the institutional paper at 82. But that's what nice setup, identifying, the long side, and then I'm giving you a potential exit.
Yeah, and I love whenever you can get monthly, weeklies, and dailies to all line up, and that's what it would do if it broke through that 85 level. It would definitely just 82 going through the resistance, getting up there to the 85. You'd break monthlies, weeklies, dailies. I always look for plays like that. Let's keep going. Let's get out of this. I did see some discount stores up decent today, so something that I'm going to keep watch on, like, let's say Ollie did a nice kind of move back towards like 50% retracement after that big recent rally. 50% is down towards 57, but it got pretty close today. It went towards 57.60s and found the bounce.
Ollie's Bargain Outlet Holdings. What I'm looking at this one is you had the 3 tops right in the same area. 61, let's call it 61.80. You pierce through it. People thought, oh, we're golden now. We're going to 65, but only went to 62.48. Kind of a big move for Ollie on one day. So similar to the Colgate Palmolive chart, you want to get a sustained bid here, maybe 60 and a quarter, and then boom, make a run up. But next major well, you can't call it major, but they get this rocking and rolling to the upside, a good market. Why not use 65.54 as a target? That was actually the high from last week.
Yeah, just to state it there, all discount stores, at least from my industry here, all of them up today. And also Target getting an upgrade to overweight from equal weight from, and that was Wells Fargo upgraded them. And so Target coming back there.
Yeah, Wells Fargo with the old Target pump. Now you're getting into absolute no man's land. I mean, if you have a penchant for shorting stocks, I mean, you can. They bought that Walmart, man. The traders are saying, thank you, Walmart. I can pick this up at 150. Very interesting chart. Now you're getting into the gap area. Once again, yeah, you could look pretty and say, yeah, we're going back to 210. But you gotta build another base, and right now you don't have a base. You just have a straight, straight up 4 days in a row. Showing a little bit of a red candle here today. Nothing major, still up 269. But show me a bid. Sustained bids like something like this at 160. You started to have it at 140, and then they said, we can't get it at 140. Came back down to 150. I don't know if they have the appetite to make 160 support. I see Kohl's is moving up a little bit, trying to get into the gap area. Macy's, That's up only 20 cents. That looks a little sleepy, filling a gap. I don't think above 18. You can, I think you get some room there from 18 to 19. That's where I used to buy shoes when I wore shoes. JW Nordstrom. That's coming back. Let's see what happens at 24 bucks. That was a high from last week, and you kissed it today. 23. Your high today is 24.01. Your high from last week, 23.96. 24, big resistance. It looks like you're starting to catch a bid up here. Currently up 31 cents at 23.82.
Well, we did get some economic data today. ISM manufacturing PMI estimates were at 52. The prior was 53. We actually got 52.8 there. So coming in a little bit better than expected. Yet the monthly decline was the biggest fall since June 2010. One thing that was interesting for me on this is that some of these tech stocks actually came up on these numbers. If you take a look at NVIDIA, it's actually not closing bad compared to, let's say, the Qs overall. But NVIDIA holding on here. Interesting chart.
Yeah, kind of, the AMD is kind of pulling it up by the bootstraps, right? Yep, because I think AMD has earnings
Tomorrow after the close.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, it's a nice rally and it's getting going. It's got momentum. This is a streaky stock, and I know that. So ride the streak. This is the fourth up day in a row. And besides that quantum leap from 65.33 to 77.90, this is better than the other 2 days. 188.46. Did that get into this area here? No, didn't stop where it's supposed to, but need a good report out of AMD, I guess, to keep the rally going in NVIDIA.
We'll see if it's able to keep the rally going or not. Let's go towards one that is holding its takeoff, which is Boeing, baby.
Yeah, I said it's all about 167. Could it hold 167? It sold off there in the morning, but it established the bid. It got down to 64.25, nowhere near yesterday's range. Another big day for Boeing. Did fill this gap nicely. I don't know. The stock just continues to move higher. Didn't have the greatest earnings report. I don't like the gap down here. I think if I did want to get long it, I don't think I'd be chasing it up here. I'd say maybe have a bad day, come down to the 160 area. 159.84, that's Friday's high. Big volume today, so maybe you had some people just like shorts just thrown in the towel in Boeing, but seems to defy gravity here once again.
All right, let's keep going here. Let's take a look at a different one. High Flyers, Celsius, the energy drink. Did you see this stock ripping through the roof off of PepsiCo announcement? The PepsiCo announced a $550 million investment in the energy drink maker Celsius Holdings here, and it's just going through the roof. That's CELH.
I was close. Big move up 10.28. Big volume. With these kind of things, it'd be great. It's a great move today. Two things I don't like about it. One is you've backed off the high quite a bit from 105.52. You've backed off to 99.25. So there are people that were looking for that 110 that maybe got a little bit tilted. So wherever you close today, I'm not going to worry about the high of 105.52. I think that might be out of reach for a couple days. But whatever let's say you close at 99.30 right here, that could be your close. It could be a good number tomorrow, whether this was just, a shot in the arm from Pepsi, or it's a sustained move up to a new all-time high. Celsius. Have you had any other drinks, Mitch?
Yeah, they're like kind of like they view them as a little bit healthier energy drink. A lot of them don't have like artificial flavors and stuff like that. They use natural flavoring and stuff like. Honestly, they're not the highest in caffeine, so it actually takes us like a step down, let's say from like a Bang energy drink.
Okay.
But in my eyes, I think a step down in caffeine is actually a good thing. So maybe this is a good thing for society overall, because I don't think we need to go further into caffeine, maybe away from caffeine, but we'll see what happens there. Celsius is one that has a huge retail following. So just be careful out there. I know a lot of people have been talking about this PepsiCo deal for a while. So this could very much be a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. So I just want to put that out there, that I have been hearing rumors about this for a while. Now, where I hear another crazy call in Wall Street was Goldman stepping up to the plate. Oil heading back to 130, says Jeff Curry, Goldman analyst. He stated here that the fears of an all-out demand slowdown are overblown.
Before I do that, for my good buddy BNZNB Trading, watching with his daughter Rose. Hello, Rose. I hope you're getting some good tips from your old man and this old man here. And I really like the name Rose for a couple different reasons. Number one, the Rose Bowl for Michigan used to be a big game. Now, who knows what's going to happen with that? And secondly, that's my daughter, my daughter Dana. That's her middle name, Dana Rose. So great name, and she was named after Lisa's grandmother. So you got a great name there with a lot of tradition. Be good. You got to go back to get. I don't know if she's school age or whatever, but you got to get those school supplies soon. S&P's leaking big time here. Not big time. We're tailing off. We're losing that 41.20. I heard a big buying balance. I don't think that makes any difference. It's just a day where the market is just digesting that move from last week and from the month. HKD. Let's talk about it, guys. I have no idea. AMTD Digital Inc. What the heck is that? What is that?
You put this one in the Bed Bath and Beyond and the Rev.
Yeah, but it's a $770 stock.
I mean, I just don't know, man. This seems to me like something I don't want to play with. But
you don't want to. I feel like I'm losing money just looking at it.
It looks like, remember Avis when Avis went through the roof?
What is? I don't even want to. I don't know. Are you at the highs of the session? Yeah. Is it halted again? It must be halted. Yeah, it's not trading.
Oh
it's
man,
this
is just a stock that I would say definitely do your research.
I would say that let's say if I was long this thing like at 100, I'd be long gone. I'm not shorting it. I don't know what the news is. I don't know if it comes out of the halt. I imagine it's going to come out of the halt to the downside, but I have absolutely no idea on this one. I wish I could help you on AMT Digital. Not big volume. How long has this been halted for? Has this been halted for a while? No, it just went into the halt. I wish I could help you. If you're long this thing, congratulations. Sell it on the way up until it turns. No way. I'm not trading this.
If you're short, you might have to look at the Cayman Islands.
Oh, no, why? That's just a crazy stock.
You might want to contact Voya Digital. Maybe they know what to do. Oh, let's keep going here. Let's get out of HKD.
Yeah,
I will tell you, I took a shot today on, you know what? None other than one of your favorites, Joel. The DraftKings, baby, the NFL trade. I took a shot on the NFL trade. It's a very, very small position. But a part of me, sometimes when you have these thoughts and trading ideas, sometimes it's okay to take a trade just to see the results, right? Like, this is nothing that's going to make or break me. But if I have this thinking and do all this research, just put it out there to see what happens, right? Get some feedback from the market versus me trying to give feedback after the market's ripped and then be like, oh yeah, I like DraftKings down here. So I'm going to take the shot.
Yeah. I would say, man, if this I'm looking at the pen and I'm like, this thing.
Guess what, Joel? I took them both.
Okay. Because if this thing clears 35, Katie bar the door. there's a lot of room on the upside here. I'm not exactly how far it will go. So I'll look at that. The DraftKings, it's near the lower part of its range. So you got some room up to just under 15. You established good support, so I see where your out is. But all right, well, we're wrapped, and the close kind of just kind of nothing day. We'll see. We got big levels on the upside. We had 44 even Friday weekly / daily, weekly, monthly high, right? You had your June 9th high at 45.75. People were looking for 41.50, but we only went to 47.25. So, I know you Triple D and you guys were talking about a big reversal. Who knows what's going to happen with the Pelosi Taiwan situation, but you got a marker on the upside, folks. Keep an eye on that area. Mitch, great job today. I'm going to sign off and let you finish up.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us today here on Benzinga. Like always, guys, you guys go ahead and smash the like before you get on out of here. We're going to continue building here right here on Benzinga. Tomorrow, we'll have the AMD call for you, and then I'll keep going on during the rest of the week. Give us a thumbs up if you guys appreciated today's action. We had a great show on pre-market prep, stock market movers. If you guys missed that, check it on out. That was a really fun show. And like always, we're going to keep building here. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on pre-market prep. And let's see, does the rally hold? Can it hold? Do the Bulls got control again? Or will the Bears come on in is the question. We'll see what happens. And I agree. Like Triple D says, or I would say, or pretty much anybody, who knows? Nobody knows.